breathe it in, allow it in, be it. And then be like, you're not, doing this right or that right. You don't love. Here's my interpretation of love. I'm just being the space for that love. I don't have any idea exactly what it means. All I'm saying is, whatever love is, I am committed to it, and I will allow the Lord of this universe that I call God to work through me and be that love. And there you go. So I have nothing to do with it. I don't even know what it is. All I'm just saying is there is unconditional love. And that is a field of energy that exists and can do all the wonderful things that it can do, like heal broken souls. So is it really about the fruit? Or is it about, because you'll see that it's the unconditional love that heals. That's why, because I don't know where I'm at. I can't gauge. The ego cannot gauge its own field of energy. But you can assume that you may, since you have committed to unconditional love and done a lot of work in that field, that you may be emitting that at times at least. At certain times, and at certain times when you're emitting that through maybe a video or a talk, you never know who it is that's picking up on that field that you have given hope to that day, or transmitted an energy field so that because the unconditional love is the healer. And that's why clinicians way down in the intellect that are using pills and stuff like that and cuttings, and they're just not getting that much done. Now, if you get your arm cut off, you need to get it sewed back on, yes, Western medicine, awesome. But the clinical Western modality is like cut stuff out of you. I mean, why did God put that in there? They don't know about cells or anything. They just have this mechanical viewpoint. The gallbladder's clogged up, gotta cut it out. They never thought too much fried fat. Save the gallbladder, just get off the fried fat. Well, I can't get off the fried fat. Well, then cut your gallbladder. But now you're really screwed. You're worse off. They make you worse off by cutting stuff out of you. Cut your thyroid out. You're overweight, cut your thyroid out. How are you going to have any metabolism? So it's the unconditional love, and then the people like me without letters by their names, and I see this all the time in the comments, Dan's helped way more people than any doctor, I try not to have any ego about it. Just trying to be more better, and of course I want to make a living and be happy and have success. I'm just a human. But when they say, Dan's helped more people than a doctor, why is that? It's because, what's up? Here you go. Just check this out with the fruits and the veg, and I want you to know that I care about you, and I know that just sometimes things can be very hard, so I'm here to support you in the best way that I can. I mean, it's, 47 people's lives just changed that day because they saw this new video, They're like, wow, this guy's, I hear this a lot. You're kind of, at first I thought you were kind of nuts, but for some reason I had to keep watching, and now I'm 87 pounds lighter and the cancer's gone, so thank you, It's just, it isn't rocket science, but it's the love, And now I personally am working on the peace of mind. That's my next hope. I will create, I will not create, but just allow. The peace is the silent field out of which everything arises. So the peace is already there. It's in this room. Unconditional, infinite, eternal peace is available to us right now. It's our truest nature. But then we've got all this other energy stacked on top of that. Memes and slogans and ideas and concepts and attachments and aversions. And we want to just be there with the peace, which is already in there, and we just want to let it to arise itself. Evolution just arises because God is looking for its wholeness through you so that it can be complete. And we are sort of the broken links in the flow, only because we see it that way. We don't realize that we're perfect, no matter what is going on. We're just perfect just the way we are, and then we can improve certain aspects of the human experience, like lose some weight, get more energy. You can eat fruit and ride 150 miles. Okay, so now what? As you get to a certain point where you just want to do something else with that energy, like serve others or whatever. So my life is devoted to service. to people, to be a servant of the people. Thank you, Sivananda. Has anyone heard of Sivananda? No? Okay, he's a great, great Indian saint. Wrote a lot of books, very intelligent man, a realized master. Through him, we just made that declaration. Through Dr. Hawkins, I made the declaration of unconditional love and enlightenment. So everyone you can learn something from somewhere else and make these declarations of intentions.
I don't know.
Shut me up, thank you.
No. I don't know anything about Dr. Hawkins. What does he teach?
The path to enlightenment, which is just really the realization of what you really are. So it can happen to anyone at any time. You could be walking through the field one day and it just, pow. Yes, sir?
Isn't that what Eckhart Tolle was all about?
The power of now.
That's it.
Yeah.
He went and sat on a park bench for 2 years because he experienced peace. Is that what you
Well, not necessarily sit on the park bench, but he had a very high experience that day, and then there is nothing to say about it. And when that's the hardest part of my life, is that there isn't really anything to say about any of this. But somehow I've gotten words I can get up here and BS like an hour and a half, and it all sounds real good about things that you can't even really talk about. You know what I mean? So, but we talk about it anyways because it gives me an hour and a half or whatever to just be that now. You know? And I've been fortunate. I've worked with some of the greatest healers in the world, and then they became my friends, and now they're my colleagues, and we actually help each other, build each other's thing up, you know. So it's great to be able to give back in that way. And then the countless hours of the saturation, always choosing, like I could watch a movie, or I could just put Dr. Hawkins on and lay on the bed and listen to the same thing over and over and over again, but learn something new again today. Oh, or just be reminded of something I already knew. And that's how I learned to have such a good rap, is by listening to all these dudes on their CDs and DVDs over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then applying it all to the best of my ability. You know? So, again, this keeps happening. People keep staring at me and I keep going. So, are there any questions? I got everything out. My friend.
You talked about higher levels of vibration where the nervous system can't handle it.
Yeah.
Through, I don't know, this is kind of weird, but you're my people, so here it is. Through meditation one day, and I really don't meditate, but I tried it, and the most amazing thing happened. It was kind of like my heart, just like, it just like ripped open, and I couldn't function. You know, I was just sobbing with joy. You know, and I can't even say that the word joy is this. I don't really know what that is, but I couldn't function. Is that what you mean?
When you can't function, that is a very awesome state to be in.
And then, as quick as it went, I mean, as quick as it came, it went.
Yep.
It's like,
You probably tried to grab it.
it's,
You learn how to, when those states come, you learn how to not grab it. You let it,
usually it scared me.
yeah, that's very common.
I've gotten like messages before. It seems like messages coming from this side. And they worked out to be so. I mean, like world events, you know. And it's like when I get those hits, it's like I want to open up to it instead of like being scared by it. Going,
Yeah.
like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, fear is the killer. And really, in this world, there's nothing to be afraid of, because if you track all fears back, you'll find out, then I will die. So that's why I always say, you know, like, think about death. Think about it, contemplate it. Look at a blade of grass, a piece of wheat. It's a little seed. It grows up. It grows up. It's at its peak. Falls over. It decomposes. We're just little pieces of wheat. Was there anything to really be afraid of? I mean, we're just blades of grass, man, and today is our summer. This life is our summer, but we're going to be like up and gone, man. The energy that grows the grass is the same next summer, just different blades. So we are the energy. And we're gonna be a nice blade of grass. We're going to grow up, sprout our seeds, drop our seeds off, and then we're going to fall down and we're going to decompose back into the earth. And so when we accept death and no longer be afraid of it, hell, you can even start to look forward to it. It's like, oh, Jesus, because I don't know, being human is just, if it ain't one damn thing, it's another. Until you reach the peace that passes understanding, and then you don't care if you come or go or live or die, or it's all the same. Once you reach that place when you really know what you really are, you ain't even tripping. You don't even. You'll stay, you'll go. It's like, what do you want me to do, God? I want you to go and talk and tell people the truth. Or I want you to, most of them just walk off into the woods and never come back. They have the revelation. There's nothing to say about it. Eckhart Tolle style. What are you going to say? There was this light and I felt this total illumination of my heart and everything was perfect and I saw that it was the knowing. It's the knowingness that comes from the infinite fields of consciousness, from all the other dudes that sat there and breathed and sat in mountain caves for eons of time and had revelations, and then you reach into that field of expanded awareness. You got scared, and that's the fear that... But what you do is, as you get more sophisticated, you know, oh, this is what's going on, and to this, O too, I surrender to you, O Lord. You just keep surrendering everything, even the bliss. And then it begins to be then you get into a more progressive field, and they just keep getting more expansive and more expansive and more expansive. And you bring space to the lady in the grocery store. She's having a bad day, you look her in the eyes, you smile. You tell the lady, hey, you did a really good job bagging my groceries. Thank you for putting the cucumbers on the bottom and the tomatoes on the top. You're really good at that. Her day's better. We're changing the world one day at a time, one grocery store line at a time. One lady at the bank, thank you for your help today. Your service is excellent. To the lady at the iPhone store that she gave me a $400 phone for $79. She said, I don't know why I'm doing this. I know why. See this thing? It's called the crown of the glory of God. Everywhere you go, you are blessed with the blessings and the favor of the Lord because of who you are and your intentions. And people will say, no, I don't know, here. And then this other dude the other day gave me I said, how much for the suite with the sauna, or the little hot tub? And he was like, oh, it's $120 or something. Yeah, I can't really afford that, you know. And then I got the room and I paid for the regular rate. And then I walk in and there's the sauna room. He just gave it to me. So you get used to this in over here, little princess room. I got my own room with the big shower, you know. Because then I expect it. I don't know, you know what I mean? Maybe it's my ego, but I just think that I know how much abundance there is. It is infinite. And you're the only one that can close you off from the infinite flow of abundance.
You're asking and receiving.
I just believe. I don't even really, I'm getting to the point where it's all good. I hold a vision in my mind. Like, it'd be really cool to have my own room, my own shower, high-speed internet. Guess what? Because I was supposed to be roommates. Sorry, bro. I love you, man, but I'm a princess, like I see it. And I need what I need in order to do these things comfortably, go and recharge my batteries, you know. And quiet space. Uploaded the first Woodstock Fruit Festival video because I'm the ultimate crackhead. So it's like I get to be the guy with the high-speed internet who does the first one. He's like, yo, this place is cool, fruits in the ceiling, you guys gotta check this out, man. It's awesome. These people have felt nothing but love since I've been here. Safe. I don't have to defend myself against anyone. You guys are all a bunch of whack jobs too. Family. Brother.
Yeah, I have a question. You mentioned about when you lose your thyroid that it's difficult to get your metabolism going. And I have a friend of mine that she was fairly slim, probably over a little too slim a couple of years ago. And I was out of touch with her, and I just bumped into her again. She had a big cut. And I'm like, what happened to your neck? She goes, oh, they took my thyroid out. Now she's heavy. She asked me for some help, and I said, get on some fruits and vegetables and some drinks. But is there anything she's done?
There are some herbs that will act as thyroid hormones and steroids and be like precursors to those metabolic functions but the thyroid, man, the adrenals and the thyroid, keep those. Let them take everything else, You'll be a walking adrenal and thyroid. At least you'll be. So it's really about the raw foods. The level of awareness that it would take for someone to be healthy without a thyroid is, like if they took mine out, I would know all the tricks. But that's because I've read all the books, and I know what I would have to do. It would still suck, because you need your thyroid. You need your glands. In fact, one of my favorite subjects is the glandular system. Getting those glands on fire. And how do you do that? Well, they all relate to the chakra system. So, do you want to go bottoms, food, up? Or you can go consciousness down? Or you can be really smart like me, do both. Go down both of the roads at the same time. Go from the bottom to the top. Food. Get on fire with the electricity of the living foods. Easily digestible, least amount of metabolic waste. Get the cells activated and don't have a bunch of crap up in your guts. Because certain foods are stimulating, yes, and they will stimulate cells. But then they'll be in the guts for a while because it's too heavy. And then it sits in there and kind of rots. Stinky. Raw food yoga, girls? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Clean, fresh, wholesome. Smell, you can smell, man. Like, I can't do it. I like you, but I can't do it. Because you gotta smell right, like a flower. Otherwise, it's not good. No offense. You're a great person, a great human being. But the way that you smell is not legit. You can't force that kind of thing. So I say, yo, if you want to get it right, get on the raw foods, do some yoga, stretch out, breathe, clean out the cells in your body. Get this down here cleaned up with hella parsley juice. Clean it out, deodorize. Energize the cells. We're moving our way from the bottom up. The heart may open up in this path of the raw food because you have so much energy that actually you have energy to love now. To do the job of loving at first. At first, loving is a job. You have to have a strong mind because when you screw up, and you aren't loved, you have to find a way to forgive yourself, go back, apologize to that person, and hopefully not make that mistake again by being not loving towards people. Like you get impatient with them, and you're like, oh, that was not in alignment with the unconditional, choice that I've made to be an unconditional lover of people. You go back and you fix that up. It takes some energy to do that at first, and then after a while, it becomes to be more subtle. You're watching yourself do it as you do it. Your awareness expands through the meditation. Awareness, contemplation, you're the guy sitting up here observing a human experience. This is the real you, not the thoughts. Your thoughts are just, your mind is like your heart. It just thinks. And then you get into it and you get all sucked off track and you get into all these thoughts and it's all moroseness and problems in the world and it just drags you down. The mind is a thinker. Try to stop your heart. You can't do that. Well, now try to stop your brain. You can't do that either. It's just a thinker. That's what it does. But you do have the point of power to observe with awareness how the mind is tracking off of all the problems in the world. Let's say you're going down that road. A lot of people do that. What about the starving people and all this that we could worry about in the whole economy and all that, which I never do any of that because I'm here right now, being what I am. That's the power of now. It's like now is now. I don't see any starving African babies because if I did, I would go grab some fruit and I would feed them. I'm working right here, right now, where I'm at, where God has me, and I don't go to bed at night worrying about all the starving people because a lot of people don't like to hear this, but everything is the way it needs to be. You're going to take away the starving baby's karma, It came here to starve to death. Because in another lifetime before that, it starved out a bunch of other people. And now they're here to pay, so they can evolve. And you want to take that away? Now this is strange stuff. But you'll see when you have the revelations that that's just how it has to be. And when all that crap is happening in your life, you're paying off the karma. Oh, does that one scare you? Starving after your kids? You know, there's this, you have to let everybody have the karma. But you cannot take away people's chance to evolve.
Do you believe in creation, that we can create or co-create our future?
I mean, I think so. I could probably walk over and slap you, and that would make a different future than if I just bowed down to you and walked out the door. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so of course, the actions that we take have their responses in the universe. The thoughts that you think have a response. Thoughts are things that have a response in the universe. You think that your thoughts are silent? Your thoughts emanate outwards, and everybody knows what you're thinking. They don't know the exact thoughts, but they know the vibrational frequency of those thoughts. So whatever you're thinking is vibrating through you, and you're emanating that, and you can't escape it. So you might as well cultivate the cool garden. Like, everybody's cool, they're just doing the best they can. You can have that, or, God, what a bunch of losers. Huh, they don't even have jobs or wear ties. Get a shave. Why don't you just shave, you loser? Long-haired hippie, get a job. Have a job. It's YouTube, man. What's your job? I'm a professional YouTuber. The first one in the history of mankind. And I won't be the last, but I'll always be the best. When I come up with this stuff, I love this stuff. You guys are a fantastic audience, but it just gets better and better and better. You know? And you guys help me to grow, and then maybe one day I'll be in an auditorium, and we'll help just to continue to change lives with this crazy stuff I'm talking about. And if we could do that, because I love these truths that I feel are higher levels of truth and knowledge that are obscure to the masses, because it's so much easier to not really have to look at these things as they are. It's so much easier to have opinions, you know. And people love their opinions. I don't. Like, that's heavy. I have this belief system. It's like, how many belief systems are you carrying around with you? It's like, God, man, just be now. Hello, hey, it's raining, cool. Let's go out and play. Let's get muddy. Let's go eat some fruit. Let's do something now that's cool. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do about the starving people and stuff like that by being happy. And as we elevate the consciousness altogether, like, you're going to elevate the consciousness of mankind by what you are. So you can either be not happy today, or you can be happy today. And your happiness helps those starving children to die a little bit more at peace. Because you just raised the sea of the ocean of consciousness that much more. If anything, you look them in the eyes and you say, hey, I'll see you on the next time around. We're a flock of birds that comes to the planet. We all hang out together. We flock off together. You know? And we'll see each other again. And next time, I'll be the girl. And you'll be the guy. You know? And then you'll screw me over like I screwed you over last time. And we'll just keep trading off. Sometimes you come back and see the same people over and over again. You know, I need you to kill me in this lifetime. I did you that favor last time. So all right, here you go. Thanks, bro. You know, you see that when you fly out of your soul. You're like, later, thanks for shooting me, man. Awesome. I made that debt. Now I can evolve. The evolution. Evolution. Consciousness. I'm losing you. Any other questions?
Next lecture is starting.
Okay, cool. We talked all the way through.
I'll see
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. All right, so that was another video. I've been slamming them with videos. 25, 30-minute videos. This will be like, how long is this one?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Awesome. And some of the people even stayed after all that malarkey. Thank you guys for coming. Eat your fruits and vegetables. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing well, man.
Ali,
Coming down.
man, you look good, bro. You
Thanks,
just finished
brother.
like a 90-day fast?
100-day juice fast.
Nice.
Inspired by this guy right here.
Dude, look at
My
your
life.
eyes, man. You changed a lot. Your face looks really good, bro. You're
Thank you, brother.
The lady's gonna be like, ooh, he's cute.
Thank you, brother. Thanks
You
for
bet.
inspiring me.
My pleasure, bro. Thanks
I'm
for
on
coming.
your program. I'm on the Corona program, and I'm trying to help as many people.
How's
as
the
I can
practice?
with this.
Growing?
It's great. We'd
Practice
love
is
to have you up
growing?
there. Oh yeah,
Yeah, your energy grows, and here they come in droves.
that's right.
Nice. It's good to see you, bro. Great way to close off the video. Peace be with you, man. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.